Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the question for the day. This question is asked by Mr. Chetan Ghadia, Director of Barrier Packaging Private Limited. His question is, during this challenging times due to COVID, MSME sector has been affected the most. How advisable it will be for them to merge with each other and form a relatively bigger company? He says, in this case, the bigger company will become more competitive, have better cash flow. And then he asks, if yes, how to do it? I mean, what are the options available? There are no right or wrong answers in life, ladies and gentlemen, and in business. Everything is a perspective of who you are and where you come from and what's your worldview. So it's a very interesting possibility. Merger and acquisition happens in the corporate world all the time. And mergers and acquisition in SME space happens sometimes, where like-minded people come together, they have their ongoing businesses, and for several reasons, they come together and pool all the resources and convert themselves into one single company. And that company is a bigger and a better company. However, for the SMEs, it is easier said than done, because many questions will arise. Question one will be regarding the management control. Unless and until there is a very clearly demarcated roles and responsibilities, it can become challenging as to who will control that company. Even if there are clearly demarcated roles, in future, challenges can arise in partnership. Even if the roles and responsibilities are clearly demarcated, challenges can arise in future because there are multiple stakeholders having a substantial say. Such kind of partnerships can truly work if both the companies have distinct advantages, or the founders of both the companies have distinct advantages. So for example, one company which is extremely production centric, they are great in production and quality, and they have a great infrastructure, but they may not be great in marketing and sales and distribution, for example. Whereas another company may not be so great in production and quality aspect, but they may be great in marketing, sales, and distribution. In such cases, it definitely makes sense to have both the companies merged and create one single bigger organization. Before I come to how to do it, whether in the MSME world or in the corporate world, the key challenge faced is the culture gaps, the culture clashes. The employees of one set of company have a certain set of culture, employees of another company have a different set of culture. Mergers and acquisitions often fail due to this one particular aspect. The cultures don't match. There are clashes. Now let's come to how to do it. It's almost like how any partnership is formed. It can be converted into a private limited company or a public limited company, or perhaps an LLP. The shareholding ratio can be mutually decided by the participant companies. The roles and responsibilities, as I said, need to be clearly defined. Every organization needs to have one strong leader. Therefore, leadership position should also perhaps be clearly defined. The leader should be open to listening to the other stakeholders in the company. Corporate governance becomes a subject of prime importance, because when it was your own company, you could do whatever you wanted. You could withdraw how much money you wanted. The combined balance sheet is definitely going to be bigger and stronger, and therefore such company may have access to more capital. The strength of combined clients can also be pitched to bag bigger clients. So ladies and gentlemen, there are many advantages and there are challenges. So this has to be done in a very mature fashion. It has to be done with right kind of mentorship and guidance of professionals, the merger and acquisition professionals. A clearly defined shareholders agreement must be drawn, and it must mention some of these aspects about the roles and responsibilities, about the contribution needed for future, about the shareholding, and so on. All in all, a very interesting question. And just as it can be done in the corporate world, it is happening all the time. It can also be done in the MSME world. When the partners come together with a positive mindset, it can become successful. Thank you, Mr. Chetan Gadhia, for posting this question. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.